Fall with Create with Christy. I'd like to welcome you to my first video for my 12 weeks of fall and Halloween projects. My first project is a Halloween project, and it's just a perfect little pouch for your little nugget chocolate candy bars that you want to give away. This would be perfect for teachers, for parents. If you're having a Halloween party with adults, they'd love this too. Everybody loves chocolate. It's just a cute way to package it. My daughter's a third grade teacher, so she may be wanting to make some of these for her kids in fall. I want to show you the set I used. It's called Spooky Sweets, and I used the No Tricks, Just Treats stamp and then the bat stamp. And it coordinates with this beauty. It's a Spooky Bats punch, and they're both in the holiday catalog that comes out September 5th, and you can purchase them together as a bundle and save 10%, so it's a pretty good deal. And I also used some designer paper from the holiday catalog, and it's called Toils and Troubles. So this designer paper and the designer paper I used on the candy is from that Toil and Trouble. There we go. I knew I said that backwards. Okay, now the dice set I used is one you're probably familiar with by now. This is the Stitched Seasons Framelits set. This one is only available till the end of August, so the August 31st is the last day you can purchase it, or while supplies last, so it could be gone before then. But I just love this. I especially love the frames in this, and I used the small one and the medium one for this project. So what we're going to do, take a Hershey Nugget and take a piece of the Toil and Trouble designer paper. This is 1 inch by 3 inch. And I'm going to put a little adhesive right here on just one end. I'll leave it on one end. And then I'm going to wrap it around my little Hershey candy bar. Now the side without the adhesive, you want to put down first. Get it kind of centered and straight. And then you wrap the other one around and get them attached. That way you can have your candy match your packaging. So I went ahead and did it on 4, and that's, you just saw by accident. The reason I only put adhesive on 1, that way they can slip these off later when they go to eat them. So now I've got 4 of them. And then I used one of our 2x8 cello bags, sorry. You just kind of open that up and put one in at the top. First one's always a little hardest one to get in there to get it to stay open. I'm having some static problems here today. Okay, there we go. And just put the next one in. See, it goes in a lot easier once you get that first one in. This one, and this one. Make sure the cats are going the right direction. You don't want any upside down cats. Okay, now that's done. I'm going to fold this down. So the end is not quite all the way down to the candy bars. You can either tape it down or use a stapler. I'll fold it down a little bit. There we go. And now for the topper. This is the medium-sized die in that I keep forgetting the name of that, Stitched Seasons Framelit set. And this is a piece of Whisper White out of the small one. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the No Trick, Just Treat stamp and my pumpkin pie ink pad, ink it up, and I'm going to stamp it near the bottom of the white piece. There you go. Then I find it's a little easier to kind of bend it down a little bit. You're going to fold it where these little points are and fold it in half, kind of line up the edges here. I'm not going to push it down too much, just kind of bend it. I'm going to do the same with this one. Got the little points here. Kind of bend it down just a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to flatten this out. Flatten this one out a little bit. Put some SNAIL Adhesive on both halves. And now I'm going to center this on top of here. Get those points lined up and get it centered top to bottom. That looks pretty good. And having that fold there helps it with folding when it's together. So there's that. Now I'm going to put some adhesive right here and here, like I did with the white one. again. Okay, now I'm going to lay this down and put it right up against the fold and get it there centered in there. And bring this down and push them together really good. Okay, there we go. Now the topper's on the bag. Now I'm going to do the bats. So I'm taking a scrap piece of Whisper White, getting my Tuxedo Memento pad, ink up my bats, and to line it up easier in the punch, kind of put it near the bottom and have the bats be upside down. And you'll see why I'm doing it upside down in just a second. Then when you get this, see, this helps because they're all upside down when you turn it up, turn it over to line it up. So you can line it up in the punch. I need to make it so I can see it's a little bit better. There we go. You can see that. Punch it. And then I'm going to take a little bit of adhesive and put it right here in the middle. You could also use a glue dot if you wanted. Okay, this is the medium size, so I'm going to kind of put it down here. And take a small one. And I'm just putting adhesive on the center because I'm going to have the wings folded up a little bit and give it a little more dimension. And here's my bat over here. Bend them up a little bit. And there, it's all done. Isn't that cute? So if you need to whip out some packages, give little treats out to people, this is would be one you could mass produce very, very easily. Well, I hope you enjoyed my first project for my 12 weeks of fall and Halloween projects. If you would like to see them every week, because I'll be coming back once a week with a new project. Next week's will be a fall project. You want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, or you can follow me on my blog, www.createwithchristy.com. I'll have the supply list and the dimensions of the paper below on my YouTube description, and also if you're watching this through my blog post, it'll be included in my blog post. Well, I'm glad you joined me today, and I hope you had fun. See you later. Have a good day.